What's happening, guys? It is Monday, June 19th, I believe? Question mark? Anyway, it's Monday and I am in the gym getting ready to squat. And, unfortunately last week on Friday, I kind of hurt my lower back a little bit. I didn't think it was too big of a deal. I was squatting and I kind of felt like I was getting a little bit too close to parallel again with my squats. So I decided to bury them that day. And the problem with that is when I really bury my squats, it's just, I'm gonna get more lumbar flexion. There's a certain point for pretty much anybody where however deep you get, if you get too deep, it's just gonna increase the chance of more lumbar flexion. And after my squats, I was a little bit sore. My lower back was just a little bit tired and sore. And then I went to do those heavy deadlifts and they were heavier than usual. They felt a little bit tougher. And because of that, my back was just really fried afterwards. So Monday night, it was pretty sore. I was a little bit concerned. But I just took care of things and it actually feels really good today. So we're gonna see. I kind of talked to my coach about things, and the plan is to just warm up, and if it doesn't feel good, we'll just warm up to like my last single prior to my working weight, and then just call it quits, just so I get some movement pattern from it and get some type of stimulus without actually hurting myself. But if it feels good, I'm just gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna continue to warm up here, and we'll see how it goes.
I'm being real. Right in detail. I'm being real, so I'm saying what I mean now. She know the deal, she wanna get with 19 now. Told her throw it back, throw it on me now. Told her don't act, I can't let my scene down. I'm being real, so I'm saying what I mean now. She know the deal, she wanna get with 19 now. Told her throw it back, throw it on me now. Told her don't act, I can't let my scene down.
Alright, so that was my last warm up, 370 pounds. I usually like to do about 92% of whatever my working weight's gonna be for a single for my last warm up. So, feels fine. Like, I feel a little bit heavy, I'll say that much. But in terms of my actual back, it feels totally fine. So, I'm gonna give it a go. We're basically repeating the weight from last week on all my lifts. Doing something a little bit different on bench, but I will explain that in a little bit. But, so I got 402 pounds for 3 sets of 5. I'm gonna give this first one a go. We'll see how it feels, and then hopefully I can get through it and escape what I thought was gonna be another back problem. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm rolling blunts, I'm smoking these now. Don't try to stunt, you on my scene now. Say what you want, say what you mean now. I'm being real, so I'm saying what I mean now. She know the deal, she wanna get with 19 now. Told her throw it back, throw it on me now. Told her don't act, I can't let my scene down. I'm being real, so I'm saying what I mean now. She know the deal, she wanna get with 19 now. Told her throw it back, throw it on me now. Told her don't act, I can't let my scene down. I know a few who know that I'ma make it. I got some words for some people, I won't say it. They say it will, but you know I can take it. It's me the first, on the second I'm in Vegas. I might see low, I'm smoking green now.
Okay, that was ugly. Really, really ugly. So, the good news is my back feels fine. I just mentally wasn't there. I think I was concerned about it hurting, and I was thinking about all the wrong things, and it just did not feel good. I was hesitant. I had all the wrong cues going through my mind. It just didn't feel good, but moved. Back feels fine. So I just need to make sure in my next couple sets that I am just as aggressive as I usually am. I don't change anything. I just go after it. So hopefully it'll go all right. Now, I don't know about depth, I'll have to look at it. But I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm not gonna try to go too deep. And what I'm gonna do moving forward is just talk to Jake. Just send him my Monday and Friday squats every week. Just have him look at it, tell me if it's good or not. Because he will be honest and he can be objective. I cannot be objective with myself with training. It is ridiculous. I am not objective at all with myself. It's crazy too, because, excuse me, I'm out of breath. Powerlifter. With nutrition, I can be so objective. I can look at my own nutrition and I can just nail it. I can be fine. I don't overthink it. I can do just great. Training stuff, I can't be objective at all. It's horrible. I have to have somebody else doing my programming, taking a look at things, and just telling me rather than get inside my own head. So anyway, hopefully the back holds up, and I'll check in with you again when I get to bench. Much better. Alright, so I have already benched. What I was going to be doing different now is basically doing like a top set of 5 and then doing some back offs to about an 8 RPE. So a little bit of auto regulation. So that always, it's a little tricky. You know, it's hard to just pick an 8 RPE for weight and then go with it. So I think I undershot it a little bit. But part of that was just because my buddy Reggie kind of helped me figure out what's kind of been wrong with my bench lately. It just has not been feeling good for so long. And actually Paul told me this like a month back, and of course I forgot because I suck. But basically what I was doing was when I was unracking the weight, even with having a handoff, I was really pushing up to unrack the weight. So, you know, you get into that good scapular retraction position, and then I was losing it and then coming back and trying to bench again, and I just don't have the positioning. So I got to make sure that when I am getting a handoff that I'm letting them do it and keep that position so I can stay in a good position. So I tried doing that on the back off sets, and they actually moved way better. You know, the last set felt really good. So I just got to really remember that, and then hopefully that'll help give me some better bench gains moving forward. So I'm gonna go deadlift, but it's really easy triples, backed off work. So I will either check in again on Wednesday, or I will see you again on Friday. Okay, quick check-in on Wednesday today. I've been having trouble getting through my workouts on Wednesday because I got 5 sets of bench, 5 sets of squats, and a whole bunch of glute work. And even though the work's all back off on Wednesday, I have a tendency to take too long, and I can't get it all in. And I've been missing my glute work, which has actually been really beneficial for my deadlift, so gotta kick it up a bit. So what I'm doing right now is I'm almost in a sense supersetting my squats and bench. So hitting it, going over, waiting a couple minutes, benching, waiting a couple minutes, squatting. It's kind of brutal, but it's what I gotta do to get the work in. So I'm making it happen. But I understand, like, what's all this like clear salty discharge? I don't get it. I don't understand what that is. You bodybuilders are crazy. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna do that again. That was pretty exhausting. But I mean, the good news is it definitely went faster. I pretty much got my squats and bench in about the same amount of time that I would normally do my squats. So that's the good news. So I now have time to do my glute work. However, I am now freaking exhausted. But I've got hip thrusts, and then what do I got? Hyperextensions, cable pull throughs, and then I've also got some lion leg curls. So I'm gonna hit those up, and then I will talk to you guys on Friday. All right, so it's Friday, June 23rd, and I have done all my squats already. You know, I've struggled a little bit today, not because they didn't move well. I mean, they actually moved fine. The problem I'm having is with depth. Now, I hit depth pretty easily on my left side, but right side is always questionable. So one of the things I have to be careful is if I try to go too deep, that's when I jeopardize a lower back injury. But if I don't go deep enough, then I'll get red lighted, obviously. So one of the things I did today was recorded both sides, one with the phone, one with the camera, and just kind of see. And as you'll be able to see, well, when I put it up here, my left side easily hits depth. Right side, it's like borderline all the time. Even if I try to like absolutely bury it, still is pretty borderline. So I took some footage from the front too, and as you can see, like I thought it was maybe my hips weren't getting low enough on one side versus the other side, but it actually almost appears like it's because my knee on the right side is lower than the knee on the left side, so it doesn't create that downward angle. So it's almost like my hips are in the same position, but my knee is lower on that side, causing it to pretty much just break parallel or just be at parallel. So something I got to figure out. I'm going to shoot all this footage over to my coach. I'm also going to shoot it over to my physical therapist who I've been working with for a long time, see if they have any suggestions, but it's a little annoying. I mean, I guess the good news is, like, you only need 2 white lights, right? So, I mean, as long as I hit all my commands and my left side is deep enough, I'll still get the lift, but, you know, it's something that I got to work through. So, anyway, they were 426 sets of 3, and they moved fine. You know, they were probably about an 8 RP, I would say. So that's the good news, and my lower back feels fine, but I got to figure out this depth issue. So anyway, I'm gonna go bench, and I'm a little anxious with it because, you know, as I talked about earlier in the week, I have hopefully figured out why bench has been feeling so terrible. So I'm anxious to try this new technique out and see if it helps. So I'm gonna go hit that, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Come on.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Come on. Come on. There you go. That's good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Push it.
Well, that was an epic fail. So maybe my bench just sucks. I don't know. Just not feeling good right now. Could have something to do with being in a deficit. You know, bench is usually the first to go, but I'm not going to try to overthink things. I'm just going to keep working at it, and hopefully we'll get better. But definitely just not going well right now. But it is what it is. I'm not going to get too upset about it, and just hope that I can hit these deadlifts and that they go better, and we'll see how it goes. I honestly have no idea what just happened. Like, I don't know. I looked at the tape and it was like starting to come up, but I don't know. In my mind, it was like it just wasn't gonna happen. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I thought I felt something or if it just felt like it wasn't gonna move. I don't know. You know, I felt really fatigued. You know, I started warming up and then all of a sudden I just like felt really drained. I don't know. Maybe I'm in my own head. I don't know, but that really sucks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a few minutes here and then I'm gonna try this again. I'd like to at least do a single. I'm supposed to do triples here for 4 sets. That probably isn't happening, but I'd like to at least get the stimulus of a single in and then go from there, but something ain't right. One of those days. Well, I got my single, but that's it, man. Like, I'm smoked. It ain't happening today, so I don't know. It's frustrating. I haven't had a day like this in like a couple of years, but it happens. Just gotta try to keep my head up and do whatever I gotta do next week to get back on track. So that's it. Sorry for the letdown.
I'm addicted to the love that you're giving. Every minute, every day I've been craving.